because of demographics and economic growth, by 2030, the number of Africans without energy is supposed to increase.
And this initiative is a transformative program based on renewable for Africa that has been launched during the COP21 in Paris. It's the ambition of that initiative is to provide 300 new and additional based on renewable by 2020 to the energy system in the continent, and then with an initial 10 giga by 2020. That is all modest if we compare to the needs of the continent, because we need a huge amount of electricity and energy, but it's also quite challenging because it's related to a number of issues we need to tackle at the same time.
Yes. COP22 is about starting to draft and decide on the rules, guidances and modalities for the implementation of the Paris Agreement.
The bulk of our population is in the rural areas, so it is important that that area is looked into. We also have been having programs like the biodigester programs for institutions, our schools, our clinics. We're hoping that in the future we will also concentrate on the biomass, because there's so much we can be done in that area.
In most countries we've seen that even domestic private sector is willing to invest, but there is still a lot of gaps, instability, and not a clear sense of direction in terms of the regulatory framework. If there's no energy, there's no, no energy, no industrialization. No industrialization, no development. Well, no development, well, it's done.
We know exactly what to do. We know what to do. Yes, we have an idea of what to do, and those are the NDCs.
Yeah.
But how are we going to do it?
Yeah.
That's the question. So it's about resources, it's about capacity building, it's about mobilizing the finance that exists, it's there.
Yeah.
The money is there, but how to mobilize that money and use it. It's all about capacity building. But when I talk about capacity building, it's about it's across the board. It's how you build institutions, you create the skills to build projects, bankable projects.
We have to products to generate more than 60% from renewable energy. It can be solar, but mainly solar, biomass, also biomass that can create the value chain, and also through mini hydro.
People always looked at Africa as the place evolving most slowly. Now it's evolving the most quickly. And that's meant that because Africa has so little installed generation capacity per capita, that everything we're doing is new. And it also means that we don't have to spend all of our time worrying about what happened before. Africa needs a huge increase in generation, from off-grid villages and homes to central grid. And so much of the infrastructure that is here dates to the colonial era. We really need to rebuild lots and lots of resources to bring energy to businesses, to homes, to everything across the continent.
The renewables is the future. How long are we going to continue buying fuel at the price that we're buying them? We have to let them know renewables saves our environment. We have already seen how we are suffering from the, from the climate change, the effect of climate change. Sure, everybody will say we did not contribute to it. Now it doesn't matter who contributed to it, but we are suffering it. Do we want to remain in that type of situation forever?